Kathy Griffin, the American comedian and actress who never shies away from a fight with A-list celebrities and controversial politicians, is now in the fight of her life. Her rival this time is cancer. The 60-year-old comedian was in surgery on Monday, August 2nd, to remove a tumor from her lung. This took place 2 weeks after she received the shocking diagnosis of lung cancer. But what made it even more surprising was the fact she's never smoked. Join us as we explore this heartbreaking story of Griffin's diagnosis, surgery, and past adversities she's already overcome. Kathy Griffin broke the news over social media. Kathy Griffin, veteran stand-up comic with an Emmy and Grammy under her belt, broke the unfortunate news of her cancer in a detailed social media post. In it, she explained the doctors are optimistic as it's stage 1 and contained to her left lung. She added that she didn't think she'd need chemotherapy or radiation after the operation and should be up and running as usual in a month or less. Griffin took part in a bombshell interview with ABC's Nightline. The interview was secretly recorded the previous week and broadcast on the Monday night of her announcement. Griffin recalled how she felt upon first hearing of her cancer diagnosis, explaining she was definitely in shock. She continued and opened up about how this wasn't her only battle this year. She revealed that amid her fiery feud with Donald Trump, she became addicted to pills and had thoughts of suicide. Those thoughts took her as far as writing a note last year. After being asked for further comment, Griffin's reps said she was in surgery and there won't be more updates until she gets out. Undoubtedly, this unfortunate illness will have rocked an often strong and sturdy Griffin. While it will pose a setback for the often outrageous celebrity, she has already claimed a life and career filled with highs and lows. Kathy Griffin survived childhood sex abuse. Kathy Griffin was raised with 4 siblings in a Chicago suburb. From the age of 7, she was sexually abused by her oldest brother, who was 30 at the time. He later descended into drug addiction before passing away. Once she reached her 20s, Griffin called out her abuser for what he had done in front of her family, and he admitted his crimes. She developed a binge eating disorder as a consequence of her ordeal, which she still suffers with today, but has learned to deal with it. Her journey in showbiz had humble beginnings. Kathy began her career in high school. She started out as an extra in a Midwestern TV commercial and then performed throughout the 80s on the LA stand-up scene and in the Groundlings improv troupe. It was in the early 90s she established her acting career with small roles in shows like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and the 1992 Madonna mockumentary Medusa: Dare to Be Truthful. While many may not realize it, she even worked with acclaimed Hollywood filmmaker Quentin Tarantino. She made a brief appearance as a witness to a hit-and-run in Pulp Fiction. What gave her career the boost it needed were her 2 appearances on Seinfeld in '96 and '98. From 1996 to 2000, she secured a prominent role on the NBC sitcom Suddenly Susan, opposite Brooke Shields. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to Facts First for more. Kathy Griffin hit big with My Life on the D-List. While the title is certainly self-deprecating, the reality TV series that chronicled Kathy Griffin's chaotic struggles to climb the Hollywood ladder did in fact earn her a higher position in the fickle Hollywood pecking order. The show had a successful run between 2005 and 2010 and even earned Emmy nominations for Outstanding Reality Program for every one of its 6 seasons. Griffin's star burned especially bright when her show won the coveted award in both 2007 and 2008. Her 2007 acceptance speech was quick to ruffle a few feathers, particularly religious groups. She took to the stage and stated how a lot of people come up and thank Jesus for their award. She continued saying, "No one has less to do with the award than Jesus." She didn't stop there and added, "He didn't help her a bit." She finished strong with her punchline, "Suck it, Jesus, this award is my God now." Her success continued. Between 2008 and 2013, her stand-up comedy albums were nominated 6 consecutive years for Grammy Awards. She walked away with a win in 2013 for Calm Down Girl. She suffered a few flops. Kathy Griffin launched her late-night talk show, Kathy, on Bravo in 2012 with great fanfare. But after 12 months and 2 seasons, it was canceled. She took the cancellation hard. In a 2019 interview, she was quick to blast Bravo producer Andy Cohen, who was an executive at the network during the time of The Chat Show. Griffin claimed Cohen treated her like a dog. She labeled him one of the worst bosses she'd ever had, and alleged he had not been very kind. Cohen responded with the claim that she had made up a lot of things about him. She had another short-lived gig in 2015 as part of the panel of E's The Fashion Police. She was brought in as a comic replacement for the late Joan Rivers. After 7 episodes, she quit. Body shaming was the reason for her departure, and she made a statement on Twitter about the situation. While she admitted she's no saint, she went on to express that she did not want to use her comedy to contribute to a culture of unattainable perfectionism and intolerance towards difference. Kathy Griffin thrives on feuds. It will come as no shock that Kathy has had more than her share of bust-ups, especially when you consider she built her career lampooning celebrities. Such bust-ups have frequently resulted in offense being taken by her targets. Over the years, she has claimed to have been banned from various talk shows because of her no-holds-barred humor. Other claims of Griffin's include being told by producers of Ellen that they can't have her trashing celebrities. She was also scolded for a joke she made in 2005 on E! About then 11-year-old actress Dakota Fanning. The joke was about Fanning entering rehab, which the network apologized for. Her feuds are even with politicians, as she confronted Republican Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann in 2010 about her view that homosexuality is environmental. Griffin is a longtime LGBTQ advocate and called out Bachmann, asking if she was born a bigot or did she just grow into it. She has even had a long-time feud with Vice President candidate Sarah Palin, who branded her a bully in 2011. Kathy Griffin's career took a nosedive after a stunt aimed at President Trump. In 2017, Kathy's biggest controversy took place. Graphic photos appeared of her holding a severed, bloodied head, which was an unmistakable likeness to Donald Trump. She later apologized on social media and during a press conference where she stated that the image is too disturbing and she understands how it offends people. She begged people for their forgiveness, but it was too late. The damage was done. It led to her being investigated by the Secret Service, and Trump was more than happy to come for her guns blazing. He claimed his son had been particularly disturbed by the photo and stated Griffin should be ashamed of herself. Within a week, she lost her advertising deal with Squatty Potty and then was fired from her job as co-host of CNN's New Year's Eve show alongside Anderson Cooper. Griffin felt particularly hurt by the lack of support from Cooper, who stated in May of 2017 he was appalled by the photo shoot. The incident caused a knock-on effect within Griffith's career, causing her to struggle to find work. 3 years later, however, she retweeted the severed head photo in November of 2020 when Trump was defeated. She came close to suicide. Kathy has also spoken out about her devastating addiction to pills, including amphetamines, Ambien, and painkillers, all in the wake of the Trump drama. Last year, while suffering, she thought about ending her life. Her husband and doctor were able to get her treatment and Griffin began recovery. She went through months of detox, enduring tremors and uncontrollable sweat. Griffin said that despite staying sober for just over a year and getting back to work on a show after months of unemployment, she'll always consider herself an addict. Now it's time to hear from you. Which details of Kathy Griffin's story do you find the most shocking? And be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Factsverse if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.